So I'm going to introduce the default way, which is how people often find themselves in a career change. And then the alternative is 5D framework, which Chris and I are going to be having a conversation about next. Often what happens is people are going along and they're in their jobs and there's just a growing frustration or a growing level of difficulty, disempowerment. Like there's problems that are stacking up over time. And as those problems stack up over time, the stress within people rises, the resourcefulness, people start to try on how to make things better and try that a little bit. And then if that doesn't work, they're sort of like, I don't really know what else to do. And nobody really wants to make a change because it's very scary and can feel very chaotic and disruptive in a lot of lives. So the resistance to making a change, even though we sense that there is something that we need to change, this tension is something that we're all navigating across all areas of our lives. And honestly, the sooner we can sort of go, okay, I've got to trust myself that this isn't going to get any better and I don't need to wait for it to get worse to be sure about that. The sooner we can start to trust our early warning signals, in our own guts and in our own hearts, in our own sort of sense of things, the better it is and the easier it is to navigate through a change. Often that is delayed because the fear of change, the discomfort of change, the timing of change are factors that get in the way for people. So I'm going to walk you through the default model now. So I call this stuck in default, and this is how it typically looks. You're going along, you've got your job, something happens, there's a red flag. And red flags can be anything from you're talked over in a meeting in a way that you just, oh boy, this is not good. This wasn't an accident necessarily or a one-off. It could be you produced some work and you weren't credited for it. It could be you were disrespected by a key stakeholder. It could be you're working really unsustainable hours and you don't see an end to this, or you're being told there'll be an end, but now another month or another 2-3 months have gone by. It could be like you can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel it. You just feel. So there's like the first sort of red flag where deep in you go, and when that happens, because it's different than something not going right. When that happens, that usually activates a dream in people. They've got and dreams can sound like I want more fulfillment. I want to be respected. I want to feel better. I want to look forward to going to work. I want to get paid more. I want to be a CEO. I want to start my own business. Or again, I just want fulfillment. So there's a whole range of what a dream is for different people at different stages in their lives. So when the red flag happens, it activates a dream. And what often happens almost immediately when the dream is activated, when people are not quite ready for change, is that triggers doubt. And doubts sound like, oh my gosh, I just got my foot in the door. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't want to go through the search again. I'm so close to retirement. If I just hang in there, I really don't have the time. I don't have the energy. There's so much unemployment out there right now. I shouldn't really be making a change. It's not a safe time to do that. I don't even know what I want. I don't even know what to do next. I'm sure anybody will actually hire me for what it is I want to do. So the doubts that are very personal to us, they're often the things we fear the most. That gets activated. And so the idea of change is delayed. And there's this pause in time. And then another red flag happens. And that again activates a dream. I want something better. Oh no, it's happening again. Something else has happened. I want out. That activates doubt. But what if the timing's all right? What if I don't have what it takes? I should be grateful for what I have. What if nothing better exists? This I call the dreamed out infinity loop. So red flags are happening. The dream gets sparked. The doubt kicks right in. And then we're stuck in this back and forth cycle. And when this goes on, and more red flags, you can see the rope is starting to become untethered. More and more red flags, more and more red flags. And then we have a breaking point. And it's usually at this breaking point, which can be a serious health issue. It could be a layoff. It could be somebody's just so full to the brim they quit. It could be a change in management, an unworkable professional relationship, another internal reorganization that just stymies progress. It's just more than you can handle. And at the breaking point, that is when people usually find their way in a career change, because it's a forcing function. And now we're going to talk about 5D as an alternative way to start making a change sooner. When you first see those first couple of red flags, start preparing yourself, because it's coming. And we don't need to wait for things to get so disruptive, or in our lives that already have enough challenges in the day-to-day.